here
I'm
all...
looking at its burned out husk right now.
I haven't been here all weekend. Is this like PvP and stuff? Because it seems like you guys are talking about like killing each other.
Nope. Well,
I think there was a little bit, yeah. I mean,
the answer to that is not exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure.
Direct PvP that I've heard of.
I'm sure somebody will let me know by the time
You'll just
everything
get
starts.
domed out of nowhere, and then you'll know it's PvP.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hey, I don't really care what the fuck else is going on. I'm just gonna do my job. That's it. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, by being the best medic ever.
Could you stroke her dick any harder?
You know, I am a professional business dick stroker. I can absolutely stroke her dick harder.
User was moved to your channel.
God, this is crazy.
Do me a favor. Stop facing towards me.
What's going on?
We're talking about Conrad's dick.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay, gotcha.
I should change Colt's name to cunt.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I wanted Tate to change his name to Taint.
Can we get a 2-for-1 special? I mean, why not kill two birds with one stone?
You know, I might just change my name to Cake.
Stop facing towards me.
I think we should all change our names to Patterson.
We did that to Study a week or so ago.
What do you mean? What happened?
We were all sitting in his channel, we all changed our names to Study.
It's funny.
I think someone joined and got confused at all the studies. Then Matterson basically just took over Study's identity.
Yeah, I hate when that happens, dude.
Okay, so I just had the weirdest thing happen in the Zeus interface.
Yeah.
So I'm placing some things down, getting another base ready and all that, just putting some extra stuff. And you know those white corrugated metal industrial buildings with the like double doors on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the doors just opened.
Dun, dun, dun.
There was literally nobody anywhere near. I don't have any AIs near.
Well, here's your first problem. Your first problem is that you think that shit like that
I
is
think
not normal
snakes
for Zeus.
can open doors.
There's no snakes here. I'm looking at it. It's like there's
Maybe
nothing.
it's a sneaky snake.
Maybe it was Solid Snake.
Oh, wow. He fucking dug for that one.
Hey, Veltris, is Gentry gonna be here today?
What was
Snake!
that?
Snake!
Hey, Veltris, is Gentry gonna be
Oh
here
my
today?
God.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, Gentry. What a guy.
Okay.
Can I dig a trench on the deck of an aircraft carrier? No.
I
Don't
doubt it.
believe
Yeah,
so.
because it fucking glitched and it started working properly.
Oh no, I changed it.
Interesting.
What?
Okay.
What do you want me to say? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Why do we have the ANs?
What?
Why do we have ANs?
So we don't really have any like good civilian transport vehicles and things. So that's how you got to the island. You secured local transport and used shitty ANs. I really wanted like, I don't know, a C-130 without some logos on it, or I don't know, an old AN transport or something, but none of that's in our mod pack. So just deal with it. Fair?
I feel like I don't
Alright.
know. There's so little freedom inside of me right now. I feel violated.
You should always feel violated.
Violated by freedom. This isn't freedom. This is
Manning.
that's a Russian plane. Damn it!
You know what?
How can I feel free if I'm flying in a Russian plane?
You're not supposed to use them for the off. That's just how you got here.
But that means I was in it.
Left your channel.
Oh my god, the infection's already set in.
Dude, we've been sending our astronauts to the ISS in Russian planes for years.
You've been
Planes?
sending people to
Planes?
space in planes?
I'm pretty sure this totally isn't how it works.
Hey, they have wings, they're
I'll be sure to tell that to the next duck I see. Sorry, duck, you're a plane now. You got wings.
That's so wrong too, because ducks are more like boats than they are planes. Oh my god, my
Dude,
head
I want a
hurts
duck.
now.
They've got wings. I'm sorry, they're planes.
It's true, it's science, and you can't argue with science.
I'm done.
Hey, that means I win.
Not the S word.
Suicide?
I should probably get my kit
That's
ready
actually a
so
good
that
word.
I can get dropped off in the middle of the woods because half of my fire team got fucking TP'd and like 3/4 got fucking DC'd.
Yeah, right?
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I understand that
Everything
doesn't
be
add
fine.
up, but that's because fire team 1 is dope as shit, so we got like 150% going for us.
Math checks out. 6:50. Are we gonna start?
Yeah, as soon as more people get on.
Sorry, I don't want to rush or anything, but
Are people late to the conclusion of this epic campaign?
seems like a couple of people weren't gonna make it, according to
I
the
don't
Discord.
think so.
People can't make it, they can't make it. I'm not gonna like...
It's their loss. This is awesome.
We'll sign them off as dead, or MIA, or KIA.
They were halfway on the boat when I teleported and things got real
They
ugly.
got split.
Yeah, that's my, what's the word for it? Explanation for everyone who's in my team that didn't make it today. Yeah, they got, split
got
into the water.
splinched.
Yeah, they're not here anymore.
There was
Well,
some
bits of them are.
unfortunate casualties.
Yeah,
Well,
The teleporter only has a
Conrad,
30%
Conrad,
success
break
rate.
open the stitches. You got stitching to do.
We've got
Come on, guys,
zero
it's a treasure
here on
hunt.
the deck.
You get to find their bits and let Conrad stitch them back together.
I found a dog tag and a toenail.
You basically found half of the Pattersons.
Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, let me get my fucking loadout. Are we all wearing black or is my graphics not loaded?
No, we're all wearing black.
We're in like dark green, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
rosy green.
What's the name of this loadout again? I forgot.
Oh, no. You, according to the dots here, we have to wear exactly what we're wearing, uniform-wise. You can change your book bag.
No, only if
bag.
you teleport. If you're not stranded, you're supposed to wear the uniform you spawn with.
Well,
If you
no,
are
both
stranded-
teams, I set the uniforms properly for all people who spawn in.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you were stranded, you're spawning in as the stranded characters.
Jeez,
Okay.
Grim. Jumping on the gun.
I
like
like
that.
this hanger.
Which dude do I get the loadout from then?
You spawn with it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I should leave and come back then.
I mean,
what-
the
Well, you
dudes should be
the
like the
second
same.
part, but you can definitely leave.
Got his ass, dude.
Why are like all the stranded people, like stranded engineer, stranded medic?
Because I didn't really want to try to figure out who was what role last night when I was setting that up, so I just put them all as kits. And if you're not a medic or you're not an engineer, just don't use the ability. Because it doesn't make you less of a
Okay.
rifleman.
Okay.
So if we were teleported last night, we just spawn into the game and...
You spawn in as in one of the stranded kits.
You know what does make you less of a rifleman?
What?
Being in the Air Force.
Ooh, wow.
Air Force. Air Force.
So are we not going to be allowed to be immersive and... Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I
You
just
want me
heard
to,
the
like-
I word.
You want me to, like, drop the mission, change it for you, and bring it back up? Because I will. Don't make me.
Do it.
Why is
No
your
balls.
I dare
DC
you.
so much darker than
No
mine?
balls.
Why are we talking about people's balls?
Because he doesn't have
because they're fun.
any.
How else are you,
You know,
supposed to join
I'm gonna
squads?
take note of that. I'm gonna add that to my profile of you and just remember that in case I start to think that you're insane. I have that as
It's
a...
alright. It's
He is
alright.
absolutely insane. Don't ever think otherwise.
Here we go.
Can't
Got
join-
it written down.
Can't join
Balls
squads
are
without
fun.
balls. Can't join a squad without balls.
Conrad, can you confirm?
Oh,
He's got
I
the
mean,
biggest balls of us all.
I can just leave if you don't want me here. Y'all can go on without me, I'm sure.
That still doesn't explain why gas is in the unit. but-
Actually, now that I think about it, with that whole flinching thing, there's probably enough balls to go around.
I'll just keep some in
It's
a
a
jar,
teleporter,
I
not
guess.
a duplicator.
It's a giblet maker. It
Hey
makes
guys, I'll be right back. My dog's going
You
ballistic.
can't assume its scientific gender.
It's
And
a
I guess-
giblet. It doesn't have a gender. It's a giblet.
I guess I can start putting pieces in jars.
So we're gonna have to pack a bunch of jars then.
Okay, so
Well, there's
I
that whole big weed
may-
farm. I'm sure we can find a vacuum packer somewhere.
What's up?
I may or may not have fucked up my clothing.
How so?
Grab a OD.
Grab a dude.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, there's still dudes here. Just-
Yeah, there's plenty of dudes to
okay.
grab.
Alright, I'm gonna grab...
User joined your channel.
This is a tough
You
one.
could just
User
change
joined
your
your channel.
uniform to OD.
Yeah, that too.
You're making
I
it. You're making
could,
it
but
worse. You're
I could
making it
grab this
harder on
guy.
yourself.
I could grab a dude. I could grab him.
Right by the testicles.
God damn it.
Why is there so much talk about genitalia today?
It is you, Conrad.
We're
Hey! Yep.
we're just feeling kind of ballsy and dicking around.
Alright. Who all has yet to join?
Ooh.
Let's see here.
User left your channel.
Juice, so you're here, everyone's here.
User joined
Oh,
your
Conrad,
channel.
my friend Olivia says you sound awesome.
Thank you.
Do I sound awesome, Olivia?
Olivia is now filing a police report.
Pretty much.
But I think everybody's almost all squared away, so let's start having people drop down into TFAR. I'm gonna brief everybody in the different groups where they are individually.
I am literally the only person of my team who was not teleported.
So you're gonna want to attach yourself to somebody else for the time being and link up with your team when you get out to them.
Alright.
Manning, what do
takers?
you want?
Or
Who wants Fox on your team?
User left your
Yeah,
channel.
just start activating TFAR. Drop.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. 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 User disconnected from your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, so that's one Fox on the
Yeah, I'll
market,
do that.
looking for a team.
Yep. Cool.
We'll
I'm
bend
gonna give you
over.
a quick briefing and then.
Dover. Oh my god, this fucking dog.
Hang on, I can't hear you because everybody's talking.
Do we want to put Fox on our team?
Yeah.
Fox, join us.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna go blue preemptively.
I'm gonna hop over. I'll be right back.
I'm tapping my shoulder.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not do that. I did this.
Huh. No, someone is tapping me on the shoulder.
User joined your channel.
The fuck?
Is it Manning?
I don't think so. Manning's over there briefing people.
I would have expected to turn invisible and tap you on the shoulder and be like, ooh, spooky
Wait,
ghost.
why do we have Jatterson?
He joined me before I joined you.
Okay.
Jatterson, is your squad gone too? For your fire team? Are you a late entry today, or was the rest of your crew teleported?
I was late entry, yeah. That was from lunch. I didn't finish it.
Me too,
I just left
Jadderson.
it there so I could snack on it.
Maybe. I don't. I think Manning has a. Will put us somewhere. I think he has a
I
job
don't
for me.
think it's up to Manning because He puts people in. Eventually we were going through a regular mission and it just stopped working, and all of a sudden our radio started cutting out because he figured out you could use the radio jammer or whatever. And then he kidnapped me, told me that Mist required a blood sacrifice, gave me a pistol, and then teleported me back to the team.
Okay.
And that was when he realized Manning was crazy.
Okay, see, when he used to play DayZ, he would do this thing called Blood Roulette, where he'd have one pack of O and then A and B, and he'd knock someone out, zip tie them, and tell them to pick one of the blood bags, and he would transfuse that into them. And if it was a blood type, fine, but if it was a blood type that didn't match theirs, they would die. So he would force them to pick a bag, transfuse it, and then let them go.
So does that mean they had like a 60% chance of success?
Yeah, but, well, it's, I mean, if you're O positive, you can't take anything else, it's...
Yeah, but O positive are really, they're not people, they're just, you know, they're where we get our blood from.
They're blood cows.
I don't know about you guys, but the Swedish government doesn't get people who are O negative out of the blood clinics.
I know someone who's O negative.
Have they come to Canada?
No.
There you go. They'll never be able to leave.
Did they just steal your blood?
That is extremely good to know.
They steal you.
Our healthcare system, it runs on blood sacrifice, quite literally.
Oh.
I mean,
That
honestly, if
explains
you're
why
going
they
to
keep knocking
sacrifice
on
the
my
blood, use the kind that isn't useful for transfusion.
I mean, that is how we
Yeah,
sacrifice.
idiot.
The system requires a blood sacrifice in order to maintain, you know, the blood flow. Because over the summer, people, like, they end up bleeding a lot more than normal.
People
I'm
are
guessing it's
stupid during the
because-
summer.
No, I mean, partly that. But also partly because during the summer, it is above 0 degrees and things don't freeze. So, like, if it's a car accident in January, it's minus 20 outside, you're going to freeze to death before you
Are we
bleed.
talking about freedom units, or like...
God, no, we're talking about rational units. You know, water freezes at 0, boils at 100.
Oh,
Sensible.
this guy.
Sensible.
Listen to this guy, dude.
I mean, I use metric all the time because I'm in science, but...
Ask you, Conrad.
Is it one calorie is the energy required to heat up, like, 1 cubic centimeter of water 1 degree Celsius?
1 liter of water, 1
No,
degree.
no, it's 1 cubic centimeter, which is 1 milliliter.
That's the thing.
Pretty sure it's a liter.
No, it does not take 1 calorie of water, 1 calorie of
User
energy.
You have
Timed
no
out.
idea how fat we would be if that were true.
I don't know.
What is that in Kelvin, though?
I think it's at
Kelvin,
least,
Kelvin is just Celsius plus 273.15.
Why do you know that?
Because I
Science.
do it all the time in chemistry.
You're a nerd.
I have to actually use Kelvin
User joined
for
your
shit.
channel.
It'd suck to be. It'd suck
User
if your
joined
name
your
was
channel.
Calvin, and people are like, "Sorry, we need to get this in Kelvin." All right, Calvin, we're gonna have to cut you up and see how many Kelvins deep this is. Oh boy.
My name's Kelvin.
No, your name's Ryan. Shut up, Ryan.
Oh,
User
well.
joined
I
your
mean-
channel.
Once you get past a certain point in chemistry, everything is named after Russians, and like
User joined
occasionally
your
a
channel.
German, but mostly Russians.
Yeah.
Like we're learning in OChem about the Markovnikov rules. Like how Russian is that name?
That's at least 2 Russian names put together to make up a new Russian name.
Yeah.
Markov, Nikov. That's 2 Russian names. At least you're not learning biology from the USSR stuff. Have you read about the USSR bioscience?
I've heard of. I haven't done any significant research on. I'm
Oh,
taking a
it's great.
genetics class right now. but-
That was actually it. It was like genetics of mass farming. And what happened was they started out going, yeah, you can genetically modify stuff. Then their lead scientist went, no, no, no. You just have to talk to the plants because plants are inherently communist. And then several million people died.
Do you know how they insert genes into plants for genetic modification?
Do they shrink the genes down first?
No, they use PCR to produce the DNA that they want. And then they take solid gold BBs and roll them around in the DNA. And then they take a low-powered shotgun and shoot a petri dish full of plant cells with the DNA, and then grow those cells to see which ones carry the trait you want, and then continue growing those until you get seeds from that. But
That is
the way
definitely Russian.
No, that's, I think that was American developed. Or they just shoot the petri dish with a low-powered shotgun filled with gold.
America was my second guess. I mean, it's got the gold and it's got the shotgun.
Wait. How do
User
they make...
joined your channel.
It's actually way easier than, like, trying to get a needle into a cell.
How do they make seedless fruit, but still are able to grow them with seeds?
They don't grow them with seeds. They
How do
grow
you
the one
grow
they
them?
want. You grow the kind you want and then clone them, and if you need to make new ones, you graft them onto... You graft the part that makes the fruit onto a root system that grows normally.
Don't eat cloned meat.
You're cutting out real bad there, Drake.
It's big meat. They don't want him to say his message. specifically my big meat.
I'm just gonna fondle the balls.
Alright.
Why are you being a
chill with
creeper?
that.
No. Please stop.
Too late.
Excuse me, Drake?
He's already in. Oh, and I
Team
found
Blue!
I found the guy I was talking about. It's called Lysenkoism, and it was actually a rejection of genetics. Like, they didn't believe it existed.
Oh god, Mendel sorted this shit out hella days ago.
Oh yeah,
Come
no,
on, dudes.
it
Hella
explicitly
days
talks
ago.
about Mendelian inheritance and rejects it. It's like, no, it's capitalist bullshit.
Need to clone me.
What? Oh, they're cloning you?
Where are they?
If you go to Wikipedia and look up Lysenkoism, it's... yeah.
You know what's really interesting is if you clone something from a somatic cell, the lifespan is usually about half as much as it should be.
I don't know what kind of cloning you just mentioned.
Okay,
like,
so...
I know about the sheep thing.
Yeah, the sheep thing. The sheep that they cloned had a half-life.
Yeah. I assumed that was because when they took the DNA, it had already kind of lived. And so when they cloned...
Well, it's not necessarily the they took a complete cell from a mammary gland and used that, and the reason it died so much earlier is because of telomere.
Isn't a mammary a boob?
Yes. It was telomere degradation is what causes aging. So they had
that's the
taken...
thing with the crabs, right? They don't have that degradation.
There are some species that don't have it as much.
That's the thing I was thinking of.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
What did he just say?
Remember when we threatened to feed Dave to a crab?
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
I threatened to feed him to a lot of things, so, you know.
Those guys over there sure are taking the time.
We're still on 31, right?
It's complicated. Yes, we're still on 31.
Radio check.
I can hear you.
Look at that.
How
In
many
the
munchkins do
USSR,
I have today?
cell biology was actually illegal.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Drake, if you keep running around like that, I'm gonna give you epinephrine so your heart explodes.
See, one of the reasons behind
Good luck
that is
catching
because the Nazis placed so much emphasis on eugenics, they were trying to distance themselves from it. China, on the other hand, has specified breeding programs, which is how they got Yao Ming.
Really?
What is Yao Ming?
Yao Ming is the absurdly tall basketball player they have. He is the
Oh,
product
that
of...
guy.
He's like third generation of a breeding program to breed tall Chinese people.
We should do that.
That's fucking
P-Rock,
cool.
man. P-Rock.
P-Rock?
Yeah, People's Republic of China. It's actually kind of cool because there was briefly in between the sort of imperial Chinese Empire and the
People's Republic.
Yeah, I was trying to say People's Republic and communist at the same time, but there was actually a brief democratic government that kind of came up.
I don't feel like getting shot.
They came up after, and they actually fled to Taiwan, which is why Taiwan maintains that.
No, you know why China hates Taiwan so much is because that section of the people who went to Taiwan took all of the money. They took the treasury, they took the art, they took the treasure, they took the gold, they took everything, and that's part of what caused the Great Famine during the Great Leap Forward is because
Well, what a bunch of scumbags.
The government didn't have enough resources to fund the food production that was lagging. Like, they had the technological capability to... Everything that was worth anything in China that wasn't nailed down and then booked it without anyone's permission or say in the matter.
I mean, the one thing I will say is that they were technically a legitimate government fleeing from another government.
Yeah,
but it's obviously not the right thing to do.
Ethically, they're completely fucked.
But I like the current law on reincarnation in China. It is illegal without government permission.
Yeah, that's for the Dalai Lama.
Oh my god.
Because Tibet is in that weird pseudo-state thing where China basically says Tibet doesn't exist. It's just a province in China, and Tibet is like, no, fuck off.
Yeah, China has done that a lot over the years. I mean, they have like 4,500, 5,000 years of history that's actually recorded. So, you know.
Oh yeah.
They keep records of this shit.
They kept imploding though. That was the thing.
I mean, the dynastic reigns were, some of them were like 600 years, which for a country is pretty fucking good. But they stayed unified as a country with cycling governments. Part of what caused the fall of the dynastic period is that the Ming Dynasty, the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty was a peasant who led an uprising, and he and all of his descendants were mildly inbred, and most of them were schizophrenic.
Oh yeah, it's the Habsburgs all over again. You hear about the Spanish Habsburg king who couldn't even close his mouth? He had a fucking drip tray for his drool.
Yeah.
I can't hear you either.
I have a degree in history, you know.
In West Virginia.
Jeff.
Yeah,
I got 3/4 of a degree.
Conrad, was that Mao Zedong? That, yeah. That led the uprising?
That was the founder of the PRC.
You're like 1,000 years behind.
Well, yeah, he's been talking to you guys with his mic muted like a bubba.
Oh.
Well, my dog was barking and I didn't want people to hear about it, so I turned it off.
The dog or your mic?
Yeah, Mao Zedong was...
No, I shut the dog up by,
in like the...
Yeah.
19 teens.
Mao Zedong, yeah, he was basically the leader of PROC up until they took over, basically.
No, it's PRC.
Yeah, she's right, PRC.
I always call it PROC because it's People's Republic of China.
You don't pronounce
count
the of,
zero.
Did I?
Wait, did I just say zero?
Yes, you just said zero.
What?
But yeah, I have a degree in history with an emphasis on East Asia and the 1800s, so yeah.
Oh, nice. I took a couple courses of ancient Chinese history when I was in Australia.
Yeah. No, Chinese history is super interesting, especially because they wrote everything down.
That's because I was experiencing Australia's culture while being in Australia.
Sorry that took so long. Had some business to handle. So for your briefing, what we're going to be doing, you're going to be under the command of Gilly. He's the sole remaining fire team lead from our unit here. There's quite a few people to be in charge of, so make sure that you listen to him very carefully and you act accordingly. Once you are rendezvous with your respective teams, you may rejoin them from there. But at that point, If I'm not available to directly command you guys, Gilly will again, Dover will again be in charge. You will follow his order, and he'll be acting under me. And if he can't get in contact with me again, he will be responsible for you guys. So what we're actually going to be doing, I need everyone to make sure that you are geared up with parachutes. Put your current, if we need to, we can try to sort this out to make it easier on you guys. Make sure that your current backpack is placed on your chest. If you don't know how to do that, it's an ACE Interact option. Under Equipment, put your backpack on chest. Once you have your parachute on, we're going to be taking an AN2 on a specific flight path. You'll be parachuting onto the Stricken, and you'll be attempting to rendezvous and rescue the remaining team. It's important to note that we actually don't have communications with the team from the air, and you may have no radio communications when you parachute on the ship, because it is our. We've actually been informed that it is the communications have been jammed. Yeah.
There is AA at that research base, enemy AA. I just don't want you to get shredded, and I just heard your plan.
Okay.
The Russians control large amounts of the island. They've had 3 days to set up.
Yeah, that piece of information is new. I don't think I was given the AA part at the research part, so we'll have to deviate. What we'll do, everybody prepare. Oracle, if you can get a Falcon in the air and go ahead and try to scout between here and the marked flight path. Make sure that the AA issues, the threats have been eliminated. Did you hear that, Oracle?
Great. 'Cause I got
So,
teleported.
unfortunately, I know you guys don't like doing this. We may have to wait for a little while because I would rather go through this course of action based on other information that I've been provided. We can't just straight up go fly to the carrier because of the way the defense systems are specifically set up. We have to take a flight path which originates from the research center. In order to do that, it's got to obviously be clear between there and the research center. So we need to get that done first. The only other thing that I could possibly do is have you guys go try to deal with the transmitter that is blocking communications instead. But again, in order to get there, you're going to have to fly, and we have an AA threat. So, had I known this information a little bit earlier, which things happen, we probably could have had the drone out earlier, but we're going to have to wait a little bit. So hopefully the Falcon can go get it dealt with, and then we can get out of here. Does anybody have any questions?
You should be able to take the chopper and clear that first AA position.
User joined your channel.
Okay.
I'm gonna get an altimeter watch.
So, when you say first AA position amongst the map that is apparently covered with AA positions, I need to know what first means.
So the Russians have a setup at that first base. It's pretty light, but it is there. And then they're around the harbor, and then at the 2 bases I mentioned with the airport and that southern Riviera. It's the Zeus cannons on the back of trucks.
Okay. And when you said first base, are you referring to
the research base?
Hey, Dover.
Okay.
Since we had such
cannons, what's their effective engagement range? Because we not just Halo jump in? Would that be big of a dispersion?
Actually, that is a very good point. As long as the vehicle is effective at getting us at that altitude, because it is a very old aircraft. In fact, go ahead and get in the air and start gaining a lot of altitude, and you guys can work on a Halo onto the ship.
Would you like infantry to board the plane?
Yeah, let's go ahead and board the plane. If you want to wait, Jared, could you bring the plane to us, because it's...
Yep.
Dover?
You guys walk like 2.5 feet
Dover?
per second, or something like that. Actually, that's probably not very bad.
Hey, can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alright, no, I can't hear myself on my mic anymore.
Ryan and Jefferson, do you want to go ahead and
Yeah.
join our group so I can keep track of you?
Sure thing.
And Durs, are you one of ours too?
Oh.
I just assumed I will be until we get back to the fire team. I wasn't here yesterday, so I don't really have a team, but I assume I'm on Friday.
Yeah, Conrad, everyone here is following Dover.
Okay, I just need to know how many people I have to keep track of.
Everyone.
Yeah.
That's okay, Conrad. Zero and I got your back.
I just need to keep you fuckers alive, and want more seaweed, actually. What's my
We're
weight?
gold certified now.
Wait a second. Why am I so light?
Probably put the backpacks on your chest.
So I want to see if Dover wants to split the team up and have half of us attack, or not attack, try and take care of the communication center while the other one try and Halo jump onto.
Well, if we have intel on how many people at the communications center, it
Exactly.
can send a very small cell to knock it out.
That's what I'm trying to ask Dover, but Dover's out over there.
I can't believe we're going up in that.
Right?
Like,
I mean, I practiced flying that, and is that floating?
it is. We're gonna ignore that. But like, circa World War fucking II.
Fuck,
One.
right?
One, yeah.
Wait, is that plane made out of wood?
Probably.
No, they're metal.
We're gonna die.
Okay, I know there's...
The AN2s have like one of the best safety records of any aircraft.
I know there's regulations on how much medical you're allowed to carry, but I have more fucking people than usual. I'm carrying extra.
I'm sorry. Small change of plan.
Dover.
A little bit more information.
Question.
The AN2
Since we have an antenna.
Like, I'm talking. Could you please stop?
Sorry.
Alright, the AN2 is not going to be suitable, so you're going to need to use the helicopter. You're still going to be a Halo, but we'll need to use the helicopter instead of the AN2. It's just not going to get to the altitude that we need. So go ahead and, unfortunately, waddle your way over to the helicopter. Jared will get you up to altitude, and Gilly will lead you onto the ship.
So, Dover? Yes. Yeah. Since we have ample amount of men now, do you want to split and knock off a small cell to go do the communications tower while everyone else goes to the aircraft carrier?
Negative. I think we're all gonna hit a main force, although I am gonna get a 2IC in charge of another little fire team.
Roger.
Do not take it, yeah. Make sure you guys do not take a gunner seat because you likely won't be able to eject from it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like parachutes.
Yeah. I don't think there's enough room.
Hey, Fabs.
What button is up in parachute?
Scroll wheel click.
Almost
Worst case
one
scenario.
second.
In the menu.
1 second. Would anybody like to be a 2IC? Because I'm going to divvy up the team into like 2 4-mans, considering on the size. Actually, if there's more than 5 people. Wait, hold up.
Yeah, we got 8. Radio cap.
Alright, would anybody in here like to be a 2IC and lead a 4-man fire team?
I'll lead a 4-man fire team.
Who's that?
Were you on 30?
D-Colt?
Colt? Roger. I want Colt. Ryan, Colt, Patterson, and False go to channel 32 and go team blue. Or actually, no, we're going to be on separate teams. Yeah, you're going to be kind of Citadel 2. I'm still going to be, like, over you, so to speak. We're not separate, but, like, I do need a little bit more coordination, so you are going to have your own separate fire team on
You still want us on 32?
Yes, but I do want, Colt on command nets. So yeah, Ryan, Colt, Patterson, and Falks go 32 short range. I will communicate with you through the fire team leader just for simplicity.
I also, on my own, I grabbed medical gear in case you guys need another medic, because it seemed like Conrad was the only one for like these dozen people. That's alright, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I also packed extra supplies, so I know there's regulations about it now, but I got a lot of fucking people here, so deal with it. Ryan, are you in a medical slot with a surgical kit?
I'm messaging Manning right now to switch to me.
Okay. But do you have a surgical kit?
Yep.
Radio check.
Colt, are you on 31 or 32?
Colt should be on 32.
Okay.
32.
Yeah. For a split second, you came through on mine. I think it might have just been a glitch.
No, roll in the helicopter.
No, it was like blocky. It was weird.
How big is this map? I will probably have to go stay in comm range.
Team 2, radio check, over.
I read you.
We need Ryan and Jatterson to go blue.
Are we gonna do blue, or are we gonna leave the group and rejoin?
As far as colors, that's not necessary since Colt is going to be in his own Citadel team. If you would like to just go all one color, I guess that would work, but it's up to you.
I mean, if you guys want to get out and join on, you guys can probably join on me on here, can't you?
Is Oracle, are you mounted?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, however, if you are Durs Conrad 0, go ahead and join off me.
Confirm. Get very high altitude. Avoid the aim from right. Falcon. Actual sighted increase here.
That moment when you forget you have your long range on your ass, or on your dick, rather. Use it.
I think you can switch it. I know what happened. I fucking had to go to the arsenal.
I'm just going to keep it so I can hop out and just have a parachute on.
Gotcha.
Roger, let me switch it out then.
One on.
Reset.
One down.
This is 130.
Copy.
Going for 2.
Actually, be advised,
2 down.
Also, be advised, we may not have console. They just called you now. Dealt with it in that area. The Falcons, that's the location. I just haven't
Oracle confirms all AAA is down area, 3 times AAA.
Acknowledge. Go ahead and retask. Take a very indirect route around the break. West side of the island. I need you to investigate the vicinity of the break. Grid 08034. It's maybe some sort of communications jamming. This is a bit there. I need you to investigate. Grid 081
Understood. Darter en route.
So the AA has been dealt with over that site, so we should be okay. But we'll make sure they have plenty of altitude. Stepping away for a second.
One to two message.
Hey, Colt.
Go ahead, 2.
I'm not hearing you. Are you on 3-0?
Negative, 1 second. Two to 1, go ahead.
once we are airborne and we are dropping, I'm going to go ahead and pick either north or south, depending on what I see once we're down there, and I want all teams to go. So once I give the word, just distribute it down to your fire team that we're landing on all one side together.
User joined your channel.
Confirmed. Also, how do I set my radio that I can do both at the same time?
You're going to have to set an additional channel if you don't have a long range. Just press 2, set addition, or like the number 2 on the keyboard, the radio rather. Press set additional channel, enter the radio frequency, press OK, and then go back to your first channel. Radio off, switch your pair.
Confirmed. Have them both set now, thanks.
Make sure you have your parachutes on, boys.
You just use them by using the scroll wheel, right?
Hey, from?
Yeah. Cool.
Actually, we're landing on the south side just for simplicity's sake. We're not going to have radio communications up, alright? So everyone lands south side of the aircraft carrier.
We are over the jump site waiting for the airgo actual.
Pilot, we do not have actual on radio, so go ahead and yell at us, okay?
Hey, can you guys hear me back there?
Hey, firm, we got you.
Yeah. Good. Wherever the jump site, it looks like Alpin's here now. Possibly. Good.
Alright guys, when Team 1 drops, we're gonna drop in right after them.
Yeah, just let Team 1, give them 5 seconds, then Team 2 go drop, but no, we're ready 1, for actual. Negative, can you hear me, actual? We have our parachutes on, no long range.
Alright, I'm on your intercom now, I believe. If you don't have anything else, you guys are clear to jump.
Alright, 1, let's go.
Alright guys, ready?
Yep.
Eject.
Now what kind of altitude are we gonna pull these things at?
Like 500 feet-ish.
Meters?
About 600. Yeah, that's okay. I managed to, can't even steer my chute. lost all control of my parachute. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.